Hi everybody. So I just completed the interview for Jacksonville campus, Nova Southeastern University. I'm gonna let you check it out. This is so scenic. It's very nice. Yeah. Okay, and so this is what I wore today. Blue suit, white top. There's another badge. Yep, pants. Well, I didn't go to interview like this. I've changed. And I bought a blue bag. Okay, so we were in our masks again today. The whole campus is, but it's optional, and they allow you to decide if you want to wear a mask or not. We had continental breakfast, and then we had lunch. The tour. So they have it set up like a real hospital here. There's the gases, everything. It's really nice. They even have camera equipment so that when you're in the lab, they can video you, and if there's something that you're doing wrong, then they can show you the video, send it over to you so you can take a look. That's really neat. I'm not quite sure how things go with the Fort Lauderdale campus because we didn't have as in-depth a campus tour. As a matter of fact, I don't think we toured the campus at all. I know we went into one of the labs, and so we got the opportunity to practice intubating for the first time in Fort Lauderdale. That was so neat. But here we didn't do that, but I got to see each room that I would be working in and how things will work, So there's a board with dates and times for classes and labs, and tells you which lab you're in. So this is your time frame that you can come into the lab to do work, things like that. Let me see. I learned a lot about clinicals here. So NSU has opportunities to do clinicals all over the states, and they have Airbnbs. So you don't actually, I thought that you had to, but you don't actually have to pay for your lodging for your clinicals. One of the students told us that. That was really good. Sorry about that. My lips are really dry. I had that mask on all day. And I'm addicted to Carmex, and I didn't bring any. So it's rough for me right now. I apologize. But I wanted to get this video in while I'm here at the school. At any rate, the feel for the Jacksonville campus was very inviting, very close-knit, comforting, supportive. I got all of that, not just from talking to Barb, and she has a YouTube, by the way. I don't know the name of it, but I'll post it in my next video. At any rate, but it was from the staff, actually. So everybody has their drama, of course. Every school does, but you just don't feel it here. At least not right now. It's pretty nice. I like it. So if you're in the market for NSU Jacksonville, or if you aren't, don't overlook it. Don't overlook this campus. I feel good. I met the director of the program, Dr. Bob Wagner. Cool guy. I mentioned something about him that I found out in research, and he said, hey, no one has ever said that before. And I'm not going to tell you what it is. You do your research and you find it for yourself. It is so freaking cool, this little tidbit of information. But this was nice. I was set on Fort Lauderdale. I've even paid my seat fee, or the $1,000, but I may be willing to pay it again here and just let them take it off the tuition, because that's how it goes. They don't refund it, they don't transfer it. You just have to pay it again, and it's due in a short period of time now, because I'm at the end of the cycle pretty much interviewing, but I don't know if I'm getting in. I don't know how well I did. I think I did pretty darn good for an interview again. We shared some of our questions. My questions were totally different from everyone else's. it was more about, what I did for a living and how that kind of translates into what I'm doing, or what I'm attempting to do now. And if I stayed in Jacksonville, handle being here and not working, because this is where my business is. And I think that was a very legit question, because they don't want you to work while you're in medical school. It's hard. But let me tell you something that Dr. Wagner said to me. Well, he said it to all of us just before we left. He said, this is me being an Army recruiter. Give me 27 months and I will change your life. I will change your life. And he said, I will. I promise I will. And I'm looking forward to that. I don't know about any of you, but that's what I want. We learned about some things that happened during clinical rotations. Nothing really major, when it comes to that. But we talked about financial aid. So they pay out for financial aid a week or two before the semester starts. So if you're going to relocate, you got to consider all that kind of stuff, because we naturally assume that we're going to use our financial aid to pay for housing. And there is, by the way, quite enough. You get quite a bit for financial aid. Just depends on whether or not you want to take it all, because you have to pay it back with interest. So you're paying back a whole lot more money. At any rate, we talked about that. So if you think that you're going to relocate like I am, they allocate enough money in there. They pad it quite well so that no matter which market you're in, you can pay for housing and you're able to eat and things like that. But of course, like here in Jacksonville, a 3-bedroom is about $1,500. That's what I pay now. But in South Florida, 3 bedrooms with the size home that I have, which is about 2,000 square feet, then you're paying like maybe $3,400 for 3 bedrooms. So although they give you enough money, you're going to spend more. You can stay in Jacksonville, spend less on housing, have more to spend for other things, other expenses that will occur. South Florida, it's not the same. But you'll have enough. You'll just end up borrowing more, I guess. Owing more because you have to pay more to live there. So consider that. It's really important. Let me think of what else. I met Barb today for the first time. I've talked about her a few times in some videos, and she made it in early for clinicals. Okay, so listen. Barb had clinicals, and she was allowed to leave early so that she could get here, because she had to get here to take a test. So she would be leaving clinicals at about 2:30 and have a test at 3 o'clock. So they let her out early so that she could come and study a bit and then take her test, which was very, very nice of her preceptor. So it's, as they explained today, there's not a lot of time to have fun while you're in this program. That's not what we are here for at all. And all of the students say there's just not a whole lot of leisure time. I met a guy in Fort Lauderdale, a student who was like, oh, I play my video games all the time. So he may have had the time to do that. He said he doesn't have to study like everyone else. The students here, they're studying their butts off. They are. They just had a session, I don't know what to call it, but it was in Orlando, and it was the AAs gathered from the different schools, and they had something like a brain brawl, and Jacksonville won. They have this huge cup in there. It's nice. But at any rate, I think that just from what I got today, Jacksonville is a strong competitor for Fort Lauderdale. I haven't had an experience at the Tampa campus, and now that I've been here, I kind of wish that I had taken that interview to at least get to know that campus and the options that they provide as well, because each campus operates individually is what they told us today. Of course, you're still attending NSU, but each campus operates individually, so things are different. Requirements for classes and things like that are just different. So I ordered that $750 cards for medical terminology. Don't do it. You don't need it. I think it's only going to be, according to Candy today, maybe 150 words altogether, and they give them to you. So don't go out and start spending preemptively. Wait until you get here and see what you need. I could have been out a whole lot more money than just those, what I paid for those. I think I must have paid, I bought some used cars for like $36 or something like that. So I'm not pressing about that. I'm just saying I didn't need to do it. So careful there. Don't jump the gun. Slow down. They do everything in phases so that you know what you need in enough time to have what you need. There's a medical terminology test that happens in the first week of school. So they give us the words for the medical terminology, and I'll be ready. That's about it. I told them that I had, found the dummies that they use for learning. The students use these dummies to learn intubation and things like that. And I was going to purchase that stuff, a model of the heart and the lungs, so that I could break it all down and learn. And they were like, okay, yeah, you're doing too much. Candy Griffin said it. Bob Wagner said it. So I'm slow down. You slow down too if you're doing what I do. Okay, so we're into 12 minutes or so, and I don't want to hold it because I'm not saying a whole lot now. It's just a bit of fluff. But I got another badge, y'all. Hopefully I'll get another yes. We'll see. All right. Blessings to you all. Bye-bye.